So I have a little tip that I'm not sure if it's much of a solution or if it's just something that came with my computer. Um, at this point, OBS settings for like cameras are a nightmare. Um, I have learned a couple little things. I have learned that lighting, why it's all bright around me, is one of the main things to get a good image. You can have the best settings, some good camera. If your lighting's off and you get pixelated in the back, it's too grainy sometimes for you. Um, but the camera settings for OBS have been one of those things that have started trying to kill me. Everything from output. Let me show you. Here, OBS. Um, and I'm recording and streaming this at the same time, just so you can see. Um, but the settings here, and I won't be able to change them because I am recording, but output and video, these aren't the only two. You can add the properties of your actual camera. And again, this one will always look good compared to how your stream's going to look because of the upload and your bitrate. But one of the things, and you can go back to all of my videos, and I'm going to compare this one to them, just to make sure. But going through the settings, I've done everything that every video has said. I've changed output resolution down to 720. I went to 643/20 at one point just because it said that that was the best that you could get 60 frames. I went to 720 and I changed this to 30 frames per second, hoping I could get that. But when I pull up my app, anyways, I'm waiting for that for a second. But output, I've changed output mode to advanced. I've changed both recording. I have this at CQP instead of the one that it comes with CBR, but I have it at CQP. When I go online and I look, it says CQ level 14 and below is like lossless. I haven't tried that yet. That's something that I will do in a second, just because at this point my camera finally started working. And I'm gonna let you know why, and I'm gonna let you know how. First of all, because that kind of shocked me that I've had trouble 3 hours. I've been grainy. You've been able to see like my trails that enter the dragon flow. But one simple thing is what I guess it fixed it. I don't know. I can't say fix because this is the first time. But all this stuff, like even when you go to like before this, whenever I was doing like bitrate, I would upload bitrate, and recording's not so much it matters as much as streaming. Um, but I would put my bitrate at 15,000, 12,000. That's for recording too. And I never got anything good with my video. No matter what I did, between all the properties, everything. Um, and the one thing that I just did, and I can't tell you if this is the solution, and I can't tell you if this is actually what's going to fix it. Um, but literally, all I did, because OBS has its own settings. Yeah, OBS has its own settings. So technically speaking, whenever you open OBS, it's the program that's attached to your computer program, your camera, through the USB. So anyways, it has process has to take. So the camera's not getting its initial start. It's missing certain things. And I don't exactly know 100% what they are. I haven't gone through like the Logitech site, and I definitely haven't gone through any of the code or source for it. But camera, I've had issues for 2 hours. So literally the only thing I did, opened up the camera app on my computer. This may screw me, don't get me wrong. Yeah, see, it's not gonna let me open it up. Here, I don't even know if you can see it. I'll show you again. Open up the camera. It's not gonna let me on mine because I'm already using it through OBS. But after I opened up my camera for a split second, and I was perfect in the camera, and I'm like, why can't I get OBS like this? And like I'm sitting there, I'm like, please, 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 please. Recorded for like 2 seconds. And then I went and did something. I came back. I turned OBS on, and it's perfect. Like, there's no trail. Go back to all of my other videos. There is no trail in this video. So I don't know if it's an OBS thing or if it's like my system thing. But starting the camera, you can have OBS open, but starting the camera on your computer, the app, and then going through OBS seems to help settle the camera to where you can film like this. And I mean, I have spent the last week looking for how to get my cameras better. I can't stream in 1080 full, because as far as I understand, to stream in a 1080, just by the straight pixels, the mega, it would take about 8 to 10 megapixels to stream in 1080 true. I'm using the c922 Logitech like most people. Uh, it says full HD 1080, but I could never get it. And I'm not sure if you're seeing this in 1080, but this is 10 times better. This right here, the fact that you can see my hands move, even if my voice is off, you can see my hands move. So this is great. That's just my tip. I would advise you go to your camera settings, you start your camera app, and then you do OBS. Because like I said, it settled it. And go back to the last video, the Super Bowl video I did. Any of the videos, if you look at me, even in the little corner, like even when I'm in the side over up here, like I have one video where I'm right here. And I swear that video, it's a perfect video, but my image sucks. So that's one of the best tips I think I found. I never found it online, and literally I just did it and it worked. So if that does work for you, let me know. Check and see if it works for you. If it does, please like and subscribe and let me know. I'll put this on YouTube just to see, but I just couldn't believe that it was just starting my app would make OBS work perfect. So if you enjoyed the tip, please like and subscribe. Peace. Have a good day.